one, so we're just going to jump straight into it.
The Samsung Galaxy S8 looks quite different to the Samsung Galaxy S7, but you can really tell it's part of the same family here. As soon as you pick up the phone, you notice it's a Samsung device, but it feels very comfortable in the hand and looks very different. The bezels at the top and the bottom of the phone have completely shrunk down now. The button from the bottom of the screen is now inside the screen, and the fingerprint sensor has moved to the back of the phone. That gives it a much larger screen. You're getting a 5.8-inch Super AMOLED display. On the front of the phone is the iris scanner from the Samsung Galaxy Note 7. Again, though, we don't really see that much use for this. The fingerprint scanner is a lot quicker to use and is going to be a lot easier to use, considering you have to raise the phone to your face. Samsung has also included face detection for the Galaxy S8. During our testing, we found it worked quite well, but we don't know how secure this will be at the moment. The Galaxy S8 looks gorgeous. If you liked the look of the Galaxy S7 Edge, you're getting an even better looking phone here. The back of the phone has a glass back. It's very comfortable when you hold it in the hand, and even though it has a 5.8-inch screen, it's still really easy to hold, and you can probably even one-hand this device if you have larger hands. Along the bottom edge of the Galaxy S8 is a headphone jack. Yes, it's still here even though the iPhone dropped it last year, and next to that is a USB-C connector. You'll be using that connector to charge up the 3000 milliamp cell inside this phone, but there's also wireless charging and fast charging if you need to pump up your phone quickly. The 5.8-inch screen on the Galaxy S8 is again QHD. This is a really good thing that Samsung's doing at the moment, and that offers about 570 pixels per inch. It will default to a Full HD screen, or at least the devices we saw today did default to Full HD, so you may want to change that in the settings to change it to the QHD resolution. Under the hood, we don't really know which processor will be in the Galaxy S8 at the moment. The Snapdragon 835 is rumoured to be in the phone, and there's also an Exynos processor in the works as well, but Samsung has not told us the exact number yet. We do know that there'll be 4GB of RAM in each version of the phone, as well as 64GB of storage and microSD support up to 256GB. The Galaxy S8 has a very similar camera setup to the Galaxy S7. Again, there is a 12 megapixel sensor with an f1.7 aperture lens. There's optical image stabilization here as well, and it's kind of an admission from Samsung that the Galaxy S7 camera was good enough to bring over to the Galaxy S8. Galaxy S7 was our best camera phone of 2016, so it's not really an issue that Samsung hasn't really upgraded it for the Galaxy S8. And on the front of the phone is an 8 megapixel sensor with an aperture of f1.7. The Galaxy S8 is running Android 7 software at the moment, and we expect it to get Android O in the future. The big highlight of the software here though is a new assistant technology called Bixby. This is a rival to Siri or Google Assistant and is actually made by Samsung themselves. The fact Samsung is including a dedicated button here shows that Samsung really wants to push this feature. For Google Assistant or Siri, it's just software on the phone. Here you've got a dedicated button. Some of the features of Bixby include stuff we've seen on Siri and Google Assistant, such as learning what the weather is like, but there's also other options that use the camera. One of these, for example, is pointing your camera at the Shard, and it will be able to tell you that the Shard is a building in London and give you information of that building. During our demo, we didn't get to use Bixby, but we did get to see someone else using it. At the moment, it's only limited to Korean and American English, but will be coming to the rest of the world by the end of the year. We also have a video on the Samsung Galaxy S8 Plus. If you want to know what those differences are, watch that video now. Upon first impressions, you may think the Galaxy S8 is an iterative update, but really when you deep dive into some of the new features here, there's some really good upgrades from Samsung. This phone looks great, there's some really nice new features, and we're really looking forward to our full review in the coming weeks.
So there you have it, that's the Samsung Galaxy S8. Let us know in the comments below exactly what you think of the phone. Be sure to like and subscribe. Also, you're going to see videos around me right now of the other announcements that Samsung have made over the last day. Thanks for watching, thanks for liking, thanks for subscribing. And